What festival is this?
Zootopia 2 did something really strange, and almost no one noticed. The movie presents Judy Hopps the exact same way as the first film, proving herself, saving the day, and being the hero. But watch what happens when she actually tries to be the hero. The movie punishes her. And once you see the pattern, you realize Zootopia 2 quietly confirms one idea Disney never says out loud. Before we talk about what Zootopia 2 actually does, we need to talk about what it tells us it's doing. Zootopia has always presented itself as a classic underdog story. Judy Hopps is the small-town dreamer who makes it in a city designed to break her. Every major beat reinforces that idea. She's underestimated, sidelined, constantly reminded she doesn't belong. And by the end, she proves everyone wrong, not by changing the system, but by outworking it. So when Zootopia 2 begins, the expectation is simple. The same hero, now more confident and experienced, ready for a bigger challenge. The audience is primed to believe the sequel will double down on that message. Opening reinforces Judy as capable, proactive, and in control. She takes initiative, makes calls quickly, steps forward when others hesitate.
Hi, if you're looking for Nick and Judy, they said they got it, and they're already on site.
These are classic signals of a story preparing to reward independence and decisiveness. But here's where the disconnect begins. Despite following all the rules of a traditional Disney hero arc, Zootopia 2 subtly stops rewarding those choices. The familiar beats are there: confidence, determination, action, but the outcomes feel different. Progress slows, consequences linger, wins feel incomplete. At first, it's easy to chalk this up to higher stakes or more complex storytelling. Sequels are supposed to be harder, right? But when you look closer, the shift isn't random, it's deliberate, and it sets the stage for a completely different kind of message, one the movie never announces but quietly builds toward scene by scene. This is where the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Early in the film, Judy's independence isn't framed as courage, it's framed as recklessness. She ignores protocol, she ignores Bogo's direct orders, and instead of a heroic payoff, her actions lead to a destructive car chase that ends with a major city memorial statue in ruins. The moment isn't celebrated, it's broadcast. Judy isn't praised, she's publicly embarrassed, and the fallout damages not just her reputation, but Nick's as well. The city doesn't see a hero, it sees a liability, and that tone never really lets up. As the case consumes her, Judy's tunnel vision starts infecting her relationship with Nick. She pushes him into dangerous situations he's clearly uncomfortable with.
We go, and you're wrong, Chief Beef will split us up.
And if we don't get a win soon and prove we're great partners, the chief will split us up anyway.
She dismisses his boundaries. At one point, she even ignores a safe word meant to stop things from going too far. Judy isn't written as malicious. Her determination is real, her instincts sharp. But the film makes clear that good intentions without partnership create collateral damage. Worse, she stops listening. Nick repeatedly warns her about safety and strategy, urging caution at key moments.
And you said snoop a little, not break an entry. Okay. Same page means your page.
Judy brushes him off every time. The result? Lost leads, escalating danger, situations that spiral completely out of control. Her refusal to slow down nearly gets them both killed, trapping them in a deadly scenario where Nick has to save her, only for Judy to focus more on the case than on the fact that he almost died.
I feel like some sorries may be in order.
I know you didn't want to lose him on purpose.
Bombastic side eye.
Well, now we kinda have no way to find him or stop the lynxes.
Even afterward, the pattern continues. Judy leaves Nick behind during investigations, abandoning him emotionally and physically as she chases answers alone. This isolation isn't framed as determination, it's framed as emotional blindness. Nick is left to trail behind, questioning his place, while Judy barrels forward convinced that results justify the cost. The symbolism becomes impossible to miss when the carrot pen, a small but meaningful gift representing their trust and partnership, is smashed. It's not just a prop breaking, it's a visual confirmation that their bond has fractured. From that moment on, nothing works.
We have to go.
They can have more.
We gotta go, Karis, we gotta go!
That's what the snake's trying to prove.
Leads dry up, plans fail, progress stalls. The film refuses to let them succeed while that connection remains broken. And while Judy is fixated on her main suspect, she ignores other looming threats, a mistake that leads to her being ambushed and injected with venom. By this point, the message is unmistakable. Judy's instincts haven't disappeared, but without restraint, without trust, and without her partner, those instincts become dangerous. The film is clear. When Judy acts alone, the story punishes her. This is where the film stops hinting and starts insisting. Chief Bogo sending them to a partnership support group isn't played as a joke or a throwaway gag. It's a structural statement. Their dynamic doesn't just work because they're talented or because they've been through things together before. It requires maintenance, active effort, a willingness to understand perspectives shaped by entirely different lived experiences. Predator and prey, instinct and restraint. The movie tells us early on, without that effort, the partnership fails, and the story keeps proving it. When Judy attempts to run an unsanctioned undercover sting on her own terms, the operation collapses almost immediately. Her straightforward, by-the-book, good cop approach simply doesn't function in an environment built on deception and half-truths.
Slow down. You want to fit in? Commando is not gonna cut it.
It's Nick's background as a con artist, his understanding of manipulation, misdirection, and social pressure that's revealed as essential, not optional, essential.
Madam, excuse me, is this yours?
The film doesn't frame this as Nick being clever while Judy watches. It frames it as Judy lacking a skill set she cannot develop on her own. There are spaces in Zootopia where her instincts do not apply. That idea expands far beyond Nick. As the central mystery unfolds, the film reveals a buried truth about Zootopia's origins. The city wasn't founded by mammals alone. Reptiles were there too, deliberately erased from the narrative. Solving the case becomes impossible without Gary the snake, whose biology allows him to perceive details Judy physically cannot. Heat vision uncovers evidence hidden from mammalian senses. This isn't metaphorical, it's literal. Judy cannot see the truth without someone fundamentally different from her, and the movie keeps layering this message. They rely on nibbles to navigate spaces Judy doesn't understand. Flash's patience, or lack thereof, becomes a tool they must adapt to, not overcome.
Partners in trouble need to get across town, ignore the laws.
No problem.
Every helper reinforces the same idea. Zootopia functions because of interdependence, not exceptional individuals. The climax removes all ambiguity. Judy is poisoned by Pobert and left physically immobilized. No clever thinking, no last-minute heroics. She cannot move. She cannot fight. She cannot save herself. The film strips her of every traditional protagonist advantage. Her survival depends entirely on Gary retrieving the anti-venom pen from Nick and delivering it in time. This moment alone dismantles the lone hero myth the franchise once leaned on, but it doesn't stop there. Judy saves Gary by providing heat when his body fails. Gary saves Judy with the anti-venom, and Judy saves Nick when he's about to fall from the rooftop. No one is rescued once, everyone is rescued constantly. The movie refuses to lock anyone into the role of sidekick, damsel, or savior. Here's the moment that makes it undeniable. Judy literally cannot say I anymore. Watch the final scenes again. She's linguistically incapable of taking solo credit. When asked how they solved the case, she defers to Nick.
Calling you the dream team. How did you do it?
The camera even lingers on this choice. Disney is showing you a character who has been rewired by the story. This isn't subtle character development. This is a complete ideological shift. Why was she rewired? Because the film physically forced her to depend on others. Nick's confession drives it even deeper. He admits he didn't join the ZPD for the job. He joined to be part of a pack. He calls Judy his fluffle. This isn't just partnership. It's mutual need. Nick needed her as much as she's learning to need him. The interdependence goes both ways, and the city mirrors this exact pattern. Captain Hogbottom, who spent the entire film chasing Judy, Nick, and Gary, switches sides with his partner to take down Pobert. Mayor Windancer turns against the Linksleys. Citizens of every species are forced to cooperate to stop the threat. The macro version of Judy's personal evolution plays out across Zootopia itself. Survival requires cooperation, not champions. But here's what seals it. Judy confronts her own fear of weakness.
I do try too hard because deep down I'm afraid that I am what everyone thinks I am, and I suppress my discomfort because I'm worried it makes me look weak and I want to be strong.
That confession, that vulnerability is what finally completes her arc. She's not just accepting help, she's accepting that needing help doesn't make her weak. Zootopia 2 doesn't end with Judy saving the day. It ends with Judy accepting she was never supposed to.